And I can put you in. I can put you in. And I can put you in. I can put you in.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Welcome to the BHLC podcast. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I got a great show for everybody. Oh, I got a great show for y'all. But I got to go over a couple things first, especially on this Light Skin Black History Month. More than anything, I got a couple sponsors to go over, and I'm bringing these great comedians going to be part of this show I got tomorrow night. My first sponsor is Smack right here in Louisville, Kentucky, 745 New LaGrange Road. Go see him, Doc Kane. He takes care of me with my smile. And the second sponsor is the 21st Germantown, where I'm at right now. They got a lot of good bands going on right now. They got 13 South, Sigmatic, Tinzelica, and Zen King here tonight. So come down. I think they just started here on that. I think the entry fees are in there for $10 to $20 and come support. Also, if you haven't done it yet, and I guess if you have, if you're looking at this, make sure you subscribe to my page on YouTube. Subscribe. What go over to, like I said, the show tomorrow is called For the Love of Comedy 2. And I got to thinking, okay, what better way to get this show going than to have most of the comedians who's going to be on the show tomorrow night. So we're going to talk about a lot of the different entities of the show tomorrow night and just a lot of different things that are fun as being a comedian. So I'm glad you tuned in to me tonight. I got one more thing. What am I thinking about? I don't know if y'all noticed why I look so different and why I'm so happy. Look at the shirt. I finally got a shirt. I'm going to show this to y'all. I got to show this to y'all. So I'm going to keep it going. See, I says BHLC, and here's the podcast part, the BHLC podcast t-shirt. That's right. So, but Father Dude, they've been sitting here waiting, and I know they're tired of waiting. So let me bring them all in here. Bring them in here all at one time, and then I'm gonna add each one and bring them in with a nice introduction, talk about each one. Also, one more thing before I start. My podcast is no right or wrong. We just discussing and expressing our opinion about things. So without further ado, let me bring in my comedians. Here's one, Leanne Cooper. What's up, Leanne? Let me bring her in. Here's another, Giselle.
Hello.
And here's my host tomorrow night, Kenny Never Been Skinny.
Hey, everybody. Everybody.
Hold on, I got one more. She was running a little. She came from the West End. That girl from West End, Pookie, she was running a little late. Coming from the West End, getting that hair done on Black History. I see you.
Hey, ladies.
Hello.
Hey, man, you said 8:05. I'm always late. Don't worry.
Yeah, I already know that's why you West End Pookie. I know it, yeah. So everybody feeling good and great tonight? Everybody straight?
Yeah,
good. Now, here's the way this go. I always like to, before I start and do anything, I already kind of did my disclaimer, but I'm gonna do it again. There's no right or wrong on my podcast. We just expressing our opinion and views on different things that we're gonna have fun about, laugh about. But with that said, I like each person to give the people who are watching this a little bit about yourself. Just a small little summary resume about yourself as a stand-up comedian, whatever you do. So whoever want to go first can go first. I will let the host go
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Want to go
Always.
first?
Ladies first.
The host of the show.
Well, that would be you, Big Head. If you,
Yeah, I'm talking about the host of the show tomorrow night.
They said ladies first.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, well, my name is Big Kitty, Never Been Skinny. And yes, I will be the host for tomorrow night's show. You already see the beautiful ladies that we got on the show. It's going to be amazing. It's Valentine's weekend right before, Valentine's. So we're about to have it. We're going to have a good time and enjoy each other. Let's go.
So first of all, what do I look cockeyed? Where am I looking at? What?
I don't think anybody knows where
Well,
it's
that's your
I feel
camera.
like I
That's
look
your
like my
camera.
Uncle Tony. I feel like I look like my Uncle Tony. I feel like you got one side that had a stroke. What's up? Where do I look at? Am I looking
Turn
at
your
you that
camera.
good? No.
I don't know what type of camera you got. What you got? A 4D camera or something? A new camera? What
Well,
you got
first
going
of all,
on?
I had to use the phone that was hooked up to this before. I'm a new iPhone user, not even 3 months in. So this is
Right.
my old phone. So
Okay.
you
All
know
right.
that's what happens. That's why people are
Oh
late. We
Lord.
got shit like this. Okay. All right.
I'm
So
not gonna say that.
I'm late as usual, West End Pookie, hailing from the West End, stand-up comedian, and I changed it to motivational comedian because by the time we get finished talking or you get finished hearing these jokes, I hope it made your day better. Or if not,
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. So that's how we do that.
That's what's up.
That's right.
Hi, I'm Giselle, funny as
Oh
hell,
Lord.
probably the newest comic on the whole thing. I've only been doing comedy for about a
What you say?
year, and
Okay.
I done got me a real good ass job, so this gonna be my last show. So
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna say all kind of stuff on the show that I ain't gonna be able to say come Monday morning at 1 o'clock.
Do your thing.
And Pookie, I done heard you the shit. I done
Yeah.
did my
Mhm.
Oh,
homework on the
shit.
bitches that you really. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Leanne, my
Yes,
homegirls over
sir.
in Indiana told me you was funny as fuck, and you got an OnlyFans, so I'ma shout you the fuck out. Let everybody
Yes.
know when you
Yes.
get that band, kick me off 30% after the show.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. I
but
like
thank
you
you for having
already.
me
You
on
got
here.
book
Well,
time.
shit. All right, I'm
I
Leanne
can't wait.
Cooper. I'm from Indiana. I didn't mean to be. It's just where I was
Yep.
born. But I'm a hairstylist by day, and I like to tell dirty stories about my life to the public. So,
Yeah, we're introverts.
oh yes, very introverted. Keep very much to myself.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
So yeah, should be a really fun night tomorrow.
So this is my first time working with you, Kenny, Giselle, and Leanne. I think I've only seen you one time, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
Uh,
you're right. I think you're
yeah,
right.
yeah. I mean, I'm off of weed for 10 days, so I can be a little wrong, but
Yeah, I think I need to go over.
yeah,
I
yeah.
can take it.
Now hold on. Now, Kenny, you said your name has never been Skinny, but you on a
Yeah.
weight loss program right now. I mean, you doing this.
Shit. Not here lately.
I mean,
Not
yeah,
here lately.
that doesn't
Fast
mean to be
food and
skinny.
bullshit.
See, that ain't what I wanted to hear. I don't know where Big Head's going. I don't know what he's doing right now, but
What? He tried to show off his shirt.
I had to relocate, had to go to a light skin secret location because I was having some
He's the
lights
only
only.
person. He's
Now,
the only person that can be seen right there. Real talk.
He's in the lights only
y'all.
section.
You know me, I'm gonna make it work. I've been on all type stages. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it do what it do. Now,
Hold
okay,
on.
so everybody gave up the introduction because I had to relocate for a minute. Everybody gave the introduction, a little bit about themselves, now, so we can get into this. Okay, yeah, that's what we get ready to get into a little bit.
He got that Alzheimer's, y'all. He just heard us do it.
Stop Alzheimer's.
It's summertime.
I got a couple things go over being a comedian. I got a couple things go over, and just a couple topics. I'm just gonna put one out here real quick. As far as I want everybody to just talk about their stand up, cause see, people need to know what they're gonna get tomorrow night. And let me just say this: if you ain't got that $15 advance ticket yet, you need to get that from one of these comedians
Talk
right
your
now.
stuff, boy.
I only
They
got
ain't
one.
gonna get it from me. I sold out. They said
I
way
ain't
too late.
Exactly.
Get it from one of these comedians.
Correct.
All the other comedians who are not even on her, James Ferguson, Ty Leach, and Luther Johnson, who are all sent the invite to and just said they'll see me tomorrow, I guess. But James Ferguson said he couldn't be here because he has to take care of some things. But if you ain't got that $15 advance ticket, you need to get it from one of these comedians, with the exception of West End Pookie.
Not none of us.
We ain't got
None of
no
us.
more.
We sold
And
out.
that just tell you what type of show it's gonna be. So, but let me put this on because I just have to let everybody know about that because this show is gonna be fire. You hear me?
Man.
Wish I was on stage, but I guess I got to wait till my next show.
I'm sorry, I gotta look like the black version of Bob Burger's wife and shit, but I can't fucking without my glasses.
Well,
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with it, baby.
And
I
I'm trying
told
to
you.
cut his wig out, so you know what I'm saying.
Hold
I need
on.
some glasses for my goddamn self.
Well, you talking about glasses? I still don't know if I'm cockeyed or not. Y'all ain't helped me.
Look, you just look at whoever's talking.
Shut up, she's cocky.
We're all gonna look like
Don't
little
start.
dogs in the window.
I
Hey,
mean, it looks like one side of my face had like a stroke. I think it's this side right here. Yeah. That's it.
you good. You know,
I told you that's how my tits look when I don't have, that wire that comes out of the bra. That's how my face looks right there. They just- Anywho, so
I
look,
can't even open my ass. Shit.
you know what? I wanted to talk about this stand up because I'm gonna tell you about my stand up. My stand up is I am who I am on stage. I mean, it might be a little cockeyed like West End Pookie said, but I am who I am, and I can't be nothing else. And I found out who I am. I am who I am, and people gonna say me who I am. So be it. But you're gonna laugh because I've been through so much in real life, and all comedy is reality. So that's my stand up, just being myself. I'm talking about my light skin problems, my light skin money, all that. So
light skin money.
Make it.
Hold on. I want to know. Did you go and stream in the club or what? Because it seems like. Are you at the club? What's going on? Are you already?
I'm right here with the spot where we're gonna be at tomorrow night. I'm already telling jokes, warming up the people for tomorrow night.
You should have told us to just meet you there. I mean, because
they already talking about where's West End Poogie? Where's the host? Kenny never been skinny. I said, well, I'm here. Hold on, I got something.
Hold
for
on.
y'all. No.
They talking about West End Pookie. Hold on, that might be the ops. I might owe them some money. Don't be telling me right around there.
So
Yeah.
tell people a little bit about your
tomorrow-
stand up. Yeah, just keep talking about your stand up.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna be talking about how my son ain't got no motherfucking job, but he got better weed than I got. I think that shit's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck are you getting this weed from? And who the fuck
There's
is
a lot of good
financing?
stuff in the city right now.
They don't have regular weed
A lot of good
anymore. Like it
stuff in
doesn't
the
exist
city.
anymore.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Like if you want to
Well,
get regular weed, you
Damn.
go to Delta
everywhere.
8. That's just a regular weed.
LG
You
and me
got to
going
look
the fuck
for it.
up.
You got to look for it, mama.
That's right.
You got to.
LG and me going up. We get ready to have to smoke like a family. We gonna have to have soul food family dinners every Sunday so I can get a fucking bag from somebody. We gonna have to go in on potatoes, eggs, and fucking weed. Okay.
Yeah, that's what's
Hey.
up.
Where the fuck I'm at?
That's why I ain't been losing weight here lately.
a family that smokes together will joke together.
I know that's right.
There it is.
You know that's
So
right.
that's funny that you said it. Giselle, Leanne, do you smoke?
Oh yes.
Kenny?
Yes.
Oh yes.
I don't smoke nothing. I
I
don't
don't
smoke
either,
a
Kenny.
damn thing.
I smoke Marlboro joints. I smoke
I
Marlboro
don't smoke
joints.
nothing.
See,
I don't smoke
I
nothing,
can't
yo.
right now. I can't deal with no fake people. Now, when they legalize it, y'all be the main ones talking about what you got for sale. No, remember you
Look
don't
at my
smoke.
eyes, mama. Just look at my eyes. I don't smoke no weed. Okay.
Come on, Pookie. I just told you I got a new good job.
I
Come on, man.
can't,
Now, hold up.
discriminate.
So
Discriminate.
let me just tell y'all this. I never know what I'm gonna talk about until I get to the show. This
Yeah.
is no
Me too.
joke. This is no joke. I can write a lot of stuff. I can rehearse a lot of stuff. I can mix and match from old jokes. But when I get there, depending on the crowd, depending on my energy, depending on what went on that day, I might scrap 3 months worth of material to talk about my coworker.
I do the same thing.
So
I can plan all I
It's
want.
the
It
bad.
doesn't matter.
So-
I'm going to talk about
so-
whatever I'm going to say.
So check this out. This is why comedy is the best job I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
There will be no piss. There will be no piss test. There will be no protocol. There will be no every day. This is your no. This is not what we're doing. Comedy is you winging it. You bring people in. You networking. You changing moods, and you doing it again. That's it. That's it.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? So, Leanne, is that Leanne? How long you been doing it, and why have I only seen you one time?
I've been doing comedy for about 5 or 6 years here and there. I don't do tons of shows. I do a lot of burlesque performing. So
Yes, that's where I saw you. Yes. Okay. Okay.
yeah, shaking my ass, man. Then I like to tell dirty stories about it. That's the kind of comedy I do. I don't even tell jokes because I'm not good at that. But I will
Now,
tell you some hilarious stories about my life. I've been a hairstylist for 22 years. Girl, I know all kinds of things.
no, you've been a magician. Magician.
Magician.
You see this right now?
Sometimes.
You see this right now? Tomorrow?
Oh, look, I just
It ain't
It's
gonna
gonna
look
be
like that tomorrow.
snatched, Pookie. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
snatched.
22
loving
inches,
this. I'm
girl.
loving this. Oh
I
yeah.
my
can't
Hey,
grow
God.
my hair that long, but I can sure still
Hey, let
snatch
me
it.
ask y'all something. No, real talk. Have you ever been on stage? I know some of y'all been doing it well, some ain't or whatever, but just some of y'all just starting or whatever. But have you just been on stage and you started doing your comedy, whatever, and somewhere along the line you just start digressing because, or maybe what somebody said in the crowd, a heckler, or maybe just because you start digressing, and then all of a sudden you said, you know what, I done went to left field. Let me get back to the main subject, and it's easy to do. But do you say to yourself, I got to get back to the main subject here because they stay laughing at the main subject. But it's easy to
Sometimes.
digress because you're having so much fun and talking to the people about your comedy, about what you're going through. But have you ever just digressed from what you was supposed to be talking about? Has that ever happened to any of y'all?
And of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
that happens.
so
But I'm sorry, my bad, Mama.
no, you get please. I feel like I'm talking too much.
No, no, no,
I'm
because
gonna
I'm
put my
listening.
mic on mute. I'm gonna put my mic on mute.
Hey, listen, you just took over because we needed this. Because I haven't heard those questions. So it
Okay.
was a beautiful thing for you to do so. You know what I'm saying? Because I usually try to stick. I usually try to stick to my storyline. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I
Right.
try not. I try not to let more things distract me than my set. But there's
Right.
have been times where I had to improv, and
Right.
it felt that to me improv felt more better than the set I had. So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
when Weston Pookie, when you were saying that you would just scrap 3 months of shit, I was like, man, that I done did that before, and it
Right.
felt
Mm-hmm.
more free. It felt more free and more me than me writing the set. I
Mm-hmm.
think that freestyling is a beautiful. I think it's a gift, and
Yeah.
when you can just talk about life and make somebody laugh, it's a beautiful thing to me.
Oh, it
And
is.
that's why I love doing comedy because at one time I did stop being consistent with my comedy because I started doubting myself. I started
Right.
not to, I started, thinking that I wasn't who I was, and people kept on saying you're funny, and I'm like, I didn't, nah. But it actually helped me grow in this thing, and then now I got to be consistent with it. And I think when it
Right.
comes to comedy or anything you do, you have to be consistent with it and keep practicing and keep learning. So I thank God for this moment right here. Tomorrow's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. I
Well,
can't wait.
comedy was on my bucket list. My best friend died in COVID, and so I just thought about life being short as hell. So I was like, you know what? Everything that I ain't tried, I'ma try it. And so I just made a list, and comedy was on it. So I would have loved to have like gone to like a comedy camp or a comedy school or
Right.
something where somebody could have taught me. But I'm kind of like what Pookie was saying, that I freestyle. I don't know. It's hard for me, when I go to open mics, I do black and white comedy. So when I go to the open mics, people got their book. I've tried to memorize some stuff, but like Pookie said, when I get up there, even
Right.
my very first time, when I got up there, everything that I had practiced,
Man,
Ordered it, everything.
for real.
On my
Rehearse.
time and shit. By the time they got to me, the crowd wasn't on what the fuck I was going to talk about. You get what I'm saying? So I had to get in where I fit in with the feeling of the room. Now, as far as getting off track, I tried to do some Eric Kimbrough shit, try to work the crowd. You know how you start roasting people. Well, the first one or two was cool than the motherfucker. Then the shit got corny. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, bitch, stay in your own motherfucking lane. You know, but I like that. And when I was in school, I was that bitch be at the lunch table with the niggas, you know, cracking jokes and shit, make a nigga want to fight you and shit. But on the stage, I need to stick to whatever comes to the top of my head and live people to fuck, you know. That's my.
Well, I know that I'm not gonna probably be on here long because that noise in the background is. I feel like a mother, like, hey, sit your ass down. Shut the fuck up.
I had to remove because where I was at, I had a bad connection. I was worried it was real quiet, but I couldn't. The connection was good. I'm thinking about moving away from her.
I'm trying to.
Kind of loud. I might move back over where I was
West
at.
End
So
Boogie, I'm trying to ignore that sound so much right now.
I think I will.
See,
You know what I'm saying?
y'all those kind of parents. No, y'all those kind of parents. I'm the kind of parent that'll be like, turn the camera around. Let me see who the fuck it is talking.
See, you know me. These are the
well,
people.
you know what? I'm that kind of mama. I tune that shit straight the fuck out.
I'll show you.
I'm bleeping out.
So
I tune it straight
talking
out.
on the phone.
Damn, I don't even know what
this
y'all are
is what I'm
talking
dealing
about.
with. So, but I'm
No,
Phone died,
we-
so I had to plug it in.
No, I'm talking about the sound of the
No,
background.
he might. No, you might have
I
to.
bring
You
my
might
headphones.
look.
So.
No, you might have to mute yours while everyone else is talking.
Pookie done told him to go in the bathroom and do
Yeah,
it.
no, you might have to mute yours
Right.
while everybody else is
Ask
talking,
the
and then you
question
come
and
in.
mute
So,
And it's
yourself.
usually it's not like this. It's usually just nobody's.
Oh, we got to have a good time.
I used to go
I
on Saturday
can't
night.
wait.
I'm not using
Leanne, the question was, we still on that? Have you ever digressed from your comedy when you was on stage? And you know, and if you did you ever get back into your set? And what was like? I want to know personally, how does that feel when you are in that mode of telling a story, something happens like a heckler or something, and then you know, either you get like you said, a death battle.
I have had that happen before, where like you're in the middle of telling a story and you either lose your train of thought or somebody heckles you or something like that, and it's really hard to recover from that, I think. Depending on what.
Hey, I was like,
depending on what I'm talking about.
Talk to me.
Well, you said it's hard to. So
sometimes it's hard to recover from that and like get your train of thought back. Sometimes I'll just start talking about something totally different.
So check this out. Let's see. My mother had passed away in 2017, and the week right after we buried my mother, it was like 3 days later, I had a snap battle with people from Indianapolis, and the first joke was your mama jokes. And me being me, these motherfuckers didn't know my mother.
Right.
Y'all don't know her. There is no way you can take me out of my element. I just buried my mother. Who the fuck are y'all? You see what I'm saying? When it went from that to my family looking at me like, oh no, she's gonna break. I looked at them like, and y'all don't know me either. Like the worst thing you could do on that stage is let them win. I think to myself every time when I get on stage, the worst thing that could happen, somebody could kill me. But other than that, y'all can't whoop me and you're gonna listen. I get control whenever I'm hosting. If I run out of a joke, I can easily pick it back up by joking on yourself. Look at me. I got 1,000 jokes for myself. You think I'm a fucking forget the train of thought? What? I'll just go to me. You know, forget it. If all else fails, I'm still ugly. I don't give a shit. So no, we're not never doing that. We're not gonna do that.
You gorgeous,
So,
mama. No, don't be doing that. You gorgeous.
listen,
Look,
it
and
is
that
us.
was my train of thought. I'm just because I tell more stories than I do jokes, right? I don't have a lot of jokes that are lined up. I have a lot of stories. So what I usually do to recover from that stuff is I'll just go into another story because I have thousands of them. So it's the same type thing. But I usually try to connect the things and bring things around. You know, you still have punchlines even with stories.
Right.
So, what I like doing with people that I work with, I always ask them, what do you need from me for your show? I know it's not just this little time that I'm on the stage. Is it going to be ran right? Do you want me to help you promote? Do you want to, how do you want me to make this run better, run smoother? Because at the end of the day, my name is on it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if it means that I have to write somebody a 3-minute bit, some quick punchlines, I don't give a shit. Before we do another show, before I come up behind that person that just lost their train of thought and they just sitting up there melting on stage, now I got to get it back in. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So it's like, hey, I'm almost like that coach on game day right before we get on the stage. Everybody all right? Okay, you got your stuff together? All right, okay, let's go. No, we're not going to melt on stage. We're not doing that shit.
We better have a good ass time tomorrow.
Yeah. But you know what though? Doing stand up, I love the art of stand up. And what gets me is people that usually try to heckle other comedians. It's just my personal opinion. They want to be in that light. So I'm like, now I'm just gonna go and say it, nigga. I can help you be in the light if you want to be in the light. Because you're getting ready to I'm ready to roast you. That's just what I do. But
hey,
you want to do light skin to use that word, sir?
Most of them, they do that because they want to be in the light. So I have to.
Did this man just ask for permission?
Huh?
Did you just ask for permission to say nigga?
All you gotta do is ask. If you want me to pour the show, great. Let's make it happen. Help me pay some bills. And I'll just throw. And I learned that a long time ago. Get a comedian friend of mine. I ain't even say his name because I know a lot of good comedians at the 81 right now. He always told me, he said, stay on them for a little bit, but go back to what you know in your material. He said, because you don't want them to take away from your show completely. Roast them enough to where the people feel you talking about them, making everybody laugh, but then get back into you because they didn't come to see this nigga. They come to see you. So, and it's not the matter with, hitting them up and then going about your business. You know what I'm saying? But let me go into this. This is what I want to go into real quick. Let me go into this because being that it's February, and Kenny, you're going to love this. We've talked about this before. We've talked about this. We got to talk about this. Valentine's Day / side chick. All right, I said I'd talk about if I was going to be the host tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everybody knows side chick days. Valentine's Day is February 13th and February 15th.
That's like side chick.
And the real chick, the wife day, is February 14th.
Yes,
just
sir.
call it what it is now. We're not going to sugarcoat this.
Say that again.
Now, I'm going to say it again. The side chick day is February the 13th or February the 15th. Don't call me on February the 14th, side chick, because you will not get an answer. Now,
if you call me, it's a problem. You get blocked.
A problem. But if you call, you ain't going to get nothing but of course, anyway. This is the
Valentine's Day for me as a side chick would be the 8th because that's when my LG&E bill due. You can have a gift for every other day. For every other day of the month, just give me the 8th. You get what I'm saying? And I'm good.
That's poetry right there. I'm snapping for that moment.
And you know what? The side chicks, they want to be the main chick, the Valentine, but you can't be. You got to play your role.
Hold up. I'm sorry. Hold on. On behalf of all side chicks, let me tell you what.
Like she might be one.
No. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. First of all, these men cannot handle 2-3 women. You need to bundle that shit. Y'all need to bundle that shit.
Like a cable package bundle.
Like a cable package. It need to be a Spectrum Valentine's Day package. Okay? First of all, if you made it the 13th and then Valentine's Day the 14th, and then y'all talking about, sex. Half of y'all can't do it 2 days in a row no more. Let's be real. Let's be real.
That's a goddamn lie. We got Viagra's.
No.
Viagra's, man.
Second of all, y'all can only remember important dates. You're not getting ready to remember no 15 Valentine's days. No, you ain't doing that. No, y'all barely good with the.
You can auto draft the A. I'm just saying.
Auto draft.
But hold on.
That's all I'm saying.
No, look,
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm kind of hoping that I can get this polygamous shit going back. You know, like I need some help. Shit, it needs some more. I need some more bitches on team with me. I cannot be doing the same. No, for real. I got to recruit more women. Shit.
All jokes aside,
I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Having a girlfriend and a husband and a boyfriend's the best thing ever.
No, see, I just don't want to be the only one cooking. I don't want to be the only one fucking you. I don't want. Go to somebody else. Go to her. She's free. She's free. I'm busy this week.
But you got the good though, and I'll get to her when I get to her.
Let that be a treat.
I really met a family in Indiana. No, not being funny, Deanna. I really was in motherfucking Indiana. Probably somewhere in Indiana you ain't never been, because I've been places in the fucking cut that ain't nobody black ever been. So, but I went to this family. So the motherfucker had 4 wives, right? Okay. All the kids was homeschooled with the long hair and the long skirts and shit.
Right. And
so it was one wife that worked out the house, right? This bitch was like the wife on paper. Okay. She was like the house bitch, the first bitch. Then he had 2 other bitches, and I don't know exactly what they did, but the youngest one, she was the one that did the laundry and took care of the kids, because they let my ass. After we got the business done, I just asked. It seemed like, Cookie, I'm kind of with you. You know what I'm saying?
I need to know. I'm serious. I am so serious. Like,
with the recession, you know, shit.
How y'all come from? How y'all come from a guy can't do it from the 13th to the 15th? Do you need help? Because he was banging the shit out of you every day. And y'all need the help.
Hold on. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Men are like, let me tell you why you like dogs. You only understand certain commands, okay? If we never mention Valentine's Day, you will never remember it. Never. Okay? Second of all, have you ever noticed with women, y'all know, if your man has cheated, you kind of know he's cheated because he come with different shit to the bedroom. Hey, motherfucker, that ain't the way I want you to pour my hair. Who you been with? You see what I'm saying? Y'all can't. Are y'all gonna be real or what? Are you gonna be real or what?
If you a good side chick, you will go on the 13th.
But y'all do the same shit though. Y'all do the same shit.
Well, if
like,
you
ain't been saying ass on me like
they
that
have
last
side
time.
chick holidays.
But if you a good
Did y'all know they have side chick holidays? They have side chick perfume.
I know this.
I know good side nothing.
They have side chick perfume.
It ain't no good side nothing.
I mean,
but hold on.
I'm telling you what's
the
going
side
on after
chick
the work
really,
day.
man, look, I don't want that much time with you.
Because she feel like, it's kind of like what you just said. She likes her position because she ain't got to do all the work. She just sends them home to the wife, and she ain't got to do all the work. You know what I'm saying? But she's getting a lot of some concussions. So
hold on. Hold on. Not the wife. I don't fuck around. I don't fuck around with wives. Nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? By law, they can hurt you. Nah, we ain't talking about wives.
We're not breaking up happy homes.
Yeah, you should.
No breaking up happy homes.
It is
if
going
you
on
a
in
good
2023.
side chick,
I don't think it ain't.
You'll take the 13th, so you can make sure that on the 14th.
Girl, you take it. Hey,
what would you do if your man?
You over taking that? Don't do it.
I'm just saying. If I was gonna be a side chick, I'm gonna be a good side chick, and I take the 13th so I can make sure. Because the chick that get the main day got the money. Come on now, we ain't gonna front. All right, so I want her to be happy and everything. So I take the 13th.
until No, y'all be saying that shit. Y'all be saying
I take the 13th,
y'all
so I
be-
make sure she got a good gift on the 14th.
y'all
You
be
get what I'm
saying that
saying?
shit, but that be a
So,
that's cap.
time out.
But you
Time out.
gotta remember, I'm an old bitch. So I move different. I'm still
Hold
moving
up.
with them 90s.
So,
I'm still on some freaknik shit.
so
So you
hold
know
up.
what I'm
Time
saying? You
out.
gotta overlook me.
Time out. Leanne, did you say it's hard having a boyfriend, a husband, and a girlfriend?
No, I said it's the best having a husband, a girlfriend, and a boyfriend.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you
hold
break that
Okay.
Think
down?
about
Because
it.
I
Think
ain't been
about
out
it.
the
I
No,
house.
got a
in
husband
so
who
I
I've
heard
been
what she
married
said.
to for 22 years.
That's what I
Me and my
said.
husband, we've been married for 22 years, right? Super happy. I
okay.
also have a girlfriend who I love to death. We love to go shopping together. We share a closet. It's fucking great. It's like playing dress up every fucking day. And I also have a boyfriend who's fucking a great cook.
No, what's the
And we
I
name?
am
all
so fucking
hang out
jealous.
together.
God is so good. Yeah.
I am so jealous.
I salute you,
And they sound
Lynn.
like made up
I
people
salute
because
Lynn.
she's a cardiac nurse and he's a fucking pilot. They sound fucking made up, right?
I'm over saluting.
Life's
Right.
Hey,
great.
Saluting.
Life's
look, listen
fantastic.
to me. Listen to me. I
See,
want to know
that's
why
that
it's
white
so bad.
girl shit.
Hold up.
That's
But
that
I want
white
to know
girl
why.
shit
Nah, what
right
y'all
there, and I'm
saying?
jealous.
Hold on.
That's a
I want
beautiful
to know
thing.
why it's so bad for women to have 4 husbands, but they always say men
Ah,
can
here we
have so
go
many
with that
wives.
shit.
See,
Here we
now
No,
I
go
don't
with
think that it's
this.
bad. I
I
don't.
don't think so. And when I
See, now
say,
you're thinking of polygamy, and I'm talking about polyamory. They're two totally
Oh
different
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah. That's totally
Polygamy is
different.
more usually religiously aligned,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
polyamory is just having multiple relationships, multiple romantic relationships. But
is
yeah,
there ever
we
any
all
Right.
get along great.
conflict?
Well,
Is
with
there
that
ever
being
any
said,
conflict?
with that
I'm
being
just
said,
making.
I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna get married 2 more times this year. So
There we
Oh
thank
go.
my
you.
God. 2 more
Is it
times.
ever any
That's too much.
conflict, Leanne?
Oh
I
Lord.
Are
love
there
That's
ever
this.
too more
I'm loving
conflicts?
steps.
this.
Be
This is a
Conflict?
beautiful thing.
She said, "Is it
The biggest
conflict?"
conflict we argue about is who's going to take the kids to school because nobody wants to take the kids to school.
Do
See,
y'all all
I
live
knew
in the
this was gonna
same
raise some
house?
eyebrows.
We
I
don't
knew
live
this
in the
was.
same
I
house, but
love
we
them.
do live
Oh,
next door to each other.
that's close. That's close enough.
Yeah.
I salute you, baby. Bad girl
We
shit. I'm trying to
finna
get on
have
that
a
type
good
shit. That's why
night
I said that's that
tomorrow
white girl
night.
shit. I'm trying to get on that shit. But my husband ain't
It's
going
pretty
for that
fantastic.
bullshit.
My partners will be at the show tomorrow. So
Okay. Do y'all get for black? Wait a minute. For
Mines
Black
will
History
too.
Month,
Mines will
Right.
too. They
for,
all
see,
for
gonna be
Black
there.
History Month, can I come over? Just no, I'm just playing. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just
Well, I think one of my Africans and 2 of my sex toys will be sex mates. You know, I call them. I think they'll be there, and an
Right.
X and a partridge in a pear tree. So I think I'm good. I'm good.
I
Yeah.
invited my baby daddy new girlfriend and her dude.
that's
So
perfect.
we'll see
That's perfect.
who I show up.
All right. So we got that handled. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we
fuck
got
That's
that.
it.
Valentine's Day.
I'm
Next.
just loving this because I'm getting educated and laughing at the same time. This is just a
Me the
beautiful thing.
same, boy. I love
Booty
it.
crazy
This
than a
takes light skin
motherfucker
to a
too.
whole nother level.
Yeah.
I really do.
Okay.
I'm
So
loving y'all with this. And y'all educating me. All you 3 queens, y'all educating me. Yes,
hey
I
man.
already know about my
No,
buddy.
she
Leanne the
Leanne's the
one
queen.
educating. Yeah,
Leanne's
Yes,
the
Leanne the
Leanne's
one
queen.
putting us up on game.
Leanne's the queen. We
We
peasants.
needed
We
that. We
just
needed that
peasants.
tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
don't know
just
about all
we
that.
I'm over and
You just
jealous.
got to find the right people, and it takes a
we
lot
just
of
peasants.
focus.
That's what you
But
Like,
look,
say, man.
I'm too selfish. I'm too selfish. I know
oh
that's
no,
what
no,
the deal
no,
is.
no, that's the
And then
best part.
somewhere along the
Be
line, I got a
That's the
4 way.
best
unselfish,
part.
though.
You schedule
Be
dates with yourself too,
unselfish.
where you just spend time by yourself and nobody talks to you.
See,
Fucking great.
I end up
Some people
pulling
don't like to
rank.
share. You know, you give somebody a
You
candy
know
bar, they
what,
not gonna share
boy?
with
You can be
nobody. I'm
number
the type I
one.
share. You want some girl? You want? I'll
It can
share.
be number
You know,
one, but number 2, number
some
3.
people
What about number
selfish.
2
That's
and
just the
number
way it
3?
is. Right,
Yeah,
right.
you just
That's
schedule a
just the
date
way
with
it is.
yourself where you just hang out by yourself, just like
Right.
you would
Right.
schedule a date with one of your other partners.
Yeah.
It's
True.
fantastic.
But it has to be. Here's the beautiful thing about what. Here's the beautiful thing. If everybody agree on it, whether it's more than 2 people, you know, if it's 3 or 4 people involved in a situation, and if they all agree on it, we all adults. They can do what they want to do. Now you're gonna have
Yeah.
outside people an opinion, but if so be it. You know what I'm saying? So I always say, do what's best for you and do what you feel comfortable with, not what others want you to be comfortable with. And that's what that's about as far as a side chick thing. Let's go into this here. I want to talk about this here too. I'm going to write it out. I want to talk about. Hold up here. I had to stand up. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm still stuck on Valentine's as their side chick. I don't know if I should put this next one up here. Y'all might just ridicule me. But,
Let me see.
I can't wait. I can't wait for this one.
Oh man, I am. So, where's it at? I got so many.
I still feel cockeyed.
I'm just gonna put that up there for what it's worth. I'm gonna try to bring the conversation more reasonable because I don't want to get people killed around here. And when I say Black History Month, I meant to say light skin Black History Month. I'm gonna leave it at Black History Month. But now I've been putting a lot of stuff on my page about different things in Black History Month and what it means. I'm just gonna tell you what it means to me that there are a lot of things that Black people have done that just to get recognized for. But I thought also my main thing of Black History Month, I think about entertainers, some of the best entertainers. This is why I want to talk about Father's Black History Month. It could be about other things. I could bring up some names of people you wouldn't believe that invented some stuff. This one woman was a nurse, but she invented the home security system. Black woman. Found that out.
Yeah, I read about that.
Yeah. So with this, I can go into all that, but I like to talk about some of the entertainers, whether it was Black women or Black men, that have done a lot of things in entertainment. What and with some of your or even entertainers that you like, you know, as far as with Black History Month.
Hold on, who you ask me? Who?
Yeah,
who
anybody, you jump in. Anybody, one of your favorite entertainers, Wi-Fi with Black. Well, look, open doors for us to just walk into.
So,
I love
Red
check
Fox
it out. And
I will be 44 in March. March 3rd, I will be 44 years old. My party is a Harlem Nights theme, right?
Okay.
Half the people that are in that movie, I grew up watching. Okay. Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Eddie Murphy. I remember being young and watching Eddie Murphy Raw. I remember being young over my grandmother's listening to Mom's Mabley records and Bill Cosby records and all of that. Even things I wasn't supposed to hear, I still got to hear it and watch. So that part, of my family is, comedy is a part of my father's side, period. And I know that the comedians that have passed, for instance, if you say Richard Pryor, Richard Pryor openly talked about drug usage and being on prostitutes and all of that. And it was no shame. It was no shame because they still was looking for an outlet. You see what I'm saying? The comedians that have passed that got to bless us with real life and forget how you looked at them, they got to use that and it made them feel better. Like Bernie Mac. We're gonna go everybody, as old as Red Fox to Bernie Mac to what's it, the Torre or whatever. He was on he's a new comedian, but he just passed. These people talked about real, authentic shit. They never stole, somebody else's life. It was like, hey, look, if anybody else want to say they was on drugs and ran down the street on fire, have at it. But you can only speak real shit. And if you find the funny part in your real life, you won. You found the chemistry. You found the ingredient, how to make a perfect stand-up with using this much, real life, this much solution, this much pain, and then all of it seems to go together. Have you ever told a joke or you told a story and you wasn't trying to be funny, but then you end up throwing a quick one-liner about it and you like, damn, I just made that funny, but I didn't think it was funny until then. That's what they did. That's what they did, and that's what I love. They talked about Eddie Murphy talked about being poor. You remember the McDonald's burger? We could never get
Yeah,
McDonald's. We had the house burger.
McDonald's. I got
Yeah,
McDonald's.
that to other people it was funny because for one, either they never went through it, or either they know it too well. They know those big old onions in the burger. They know that
Sandwich
too well.
bread. Talk about that's the McDonald's sauce. I know all about that shit with my fat ass.
But
Might
but
go up
that-
there and make one when we get through.
But everything down to me working for Jewish people, like doing catering and stuff, we met a lot of people that one lived in the area, the bad part of West End where I'm from. They showed us back in the day, like in the 20s and 30s, that they lived in the ghetto, but they did minstrel comedy, blackface. They did blackface, and they had real fans, people that liked that because it was entertainment. You see what I'm saying? It was black people that liked it too. So everybody down from the most known comedian to these people that did blackface, they knew that it was, it wasn't just comedy. It was a story coming behind it. It was real life. You know what I'm saying? They had real shit going on, just trying to tell jokes. Imagine not being able to go in the front door at a comedy club. You can only be there just to tell jokes. I better yet think about how kings use jester. Like you was there to lighten the king's mood. If you was not funny, you died.
Yes.
Everything is changed, but it is still the same. You still get a platform to, relieve and, stress and all of that. And that's what I use it for. I use the shit out of it. The shit out of it.
So, therapy.
Hold on. Did Big Head Light Skin just disappear? I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he did.
You know what? Now we all sitting here like we in somebody's house and the owner left. We like,
nah, yeah, it's our turn to do what. I'm reckless as hell.
Look, I'm gonna go check in the drawers.
See what's in the refrigerator.
I'm a big baby. You feel me? I'm a big baby, so I always love the big comedy people. Monique was one of my first young ladies that was on stage that I loved. I loved her uniqueness. I loved the way she performed on stage. Bruce was another guy that I looked up to in the comedy world. I love that. I don't know if y'all know a guy named Fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
But Fluffy was oh man, he was me in his Spanish community. Mm-hmm. And then Lavelle Crawford. Lavelle Crawford did something to me. He was so spontaneous that he used his face. And that's what drew me to him. His face was like, oh my God, the facial expression that he made when he talks about his mom or his sisters, it was the most amazing thing ever. So I love that about these guys. So I'm a little bit biased because I do like my big babies. We need to come up too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking of Lavelle Crawford, I just watched this new show on Showtime called Comedy Vaccine, where his son brought him out. I was telling you about it, Kenny. And I featured for him before, and I know him personally. He really is. He just himself. He knows who he is on stage. It's a beautiful thing. But he's been doing it for so long, and I just know that doing stand up, and he's talked about some of the history of entertainment. We've talked about that. He's talking about how he said, I always appreciate the doors that has been open for you. He said, because if they wouldn't open the doors, they wouldn't know none of us. They wouldn't know Lavelle. They wouldn't know none of us. You know what I'm saying? Mom May was them open doors for us. So, but I want to talk about that Black History. But here's one. I want to talk about this and then be done with it. I got to talk about this because y'all know what Sunday is. And are y'all going to be, first of all, who are you going to be cheering for? And are you going to these Super Bowl parties? See, these Super Bowl parties be off the chain.
I don't even know
my team ain't in
it.
I don't know anything about sports.
Damn.
Eating snacks. Eating snacks. That's what I'll be doing. I don't know anything about football.
The cutest?
You don't. She said she don't know anything about football. Not
I mean,
anything.
I know how the game works and shit. I just don't care. I care about
Well,
chicken wings
I,
and the
I
salsa dip that's going to be there, and I don't care about the game. I want the snacks.
see.
I'm going to smoke
I
some chicken wings.
am.
I'm so excited.
I love sports. I love sports,
Right.
and unfortunately, the Colts was my favorite team because this is when Peyton Manning was there. Okay,
Okay.
but that was the first NFL team I ever got to watch live. So, and I was like
Right.
17. So that was like something for me. But the Eagles, um, I know some of my friends right now that haven't slept just because they are ready for Sunday. I
Oh
mean,
wow.
no joke.
Yeah.
And I got invited to a Super Bowl party, and the
Uh-huh.
way the guy did it, he was like, "Well, Pookie, look, I'm not going to be able to go to the show the 11th, but I am going to be able to make it to your birthday party." I was like, "Well, all right." He said, "Well, I got a Super Bowl party Sunday." I said, "Well, that's my daughter's birthday, her 18th birthday, so I don't know if I'm be able to come." He said, "Come, man, we're gonna have strippers and everything."
See, I like a Super Bowl party. I just don't care about
Yeah,
the game. I'll
you
make
said strippers.
snacks.
Look at her.
I will
Look at
watch
her. She's like,
strippers.
well,
I might even take my clothes off. You don't know.
But
But I'll make
but
snacks. I'll watch the
Hey,
commercials.
Yeah.
Super Bowl
I got
party.
I'll
invited to
freshen
one
up your
too.
drink.
see, I'm cool.
That way you can like cheer on the game.
See, I
You
got
know,
invited to Super Bowl party too, Western Pookie. It's supposed to be, well, quote unquote, a special halftime show there. Let me just say that. And but I'm like, I mean, I've been to one like it before. It ain't nothing special, I've seen it, done it, been and done it. So, but my thing is, Super Bowl it's one big day where everybody gets to sit in front of TV and all America watch these guys play a football game, which get paid, and really it's going to be $1 billion or $1 trillion betted on this game. So, I think it's a great thing,
so
money wise. I got a
do
little
you
money
wanna
myself.
do you wanna hear the dark part of this?
What's the dark part?
Sure you do. A couple of years ago on the radio, they said
Pookie is funny as hell.
no, they said the number one day of all holidays
Okay,
that they get more domestic violence calls is on Super Bowl Sunday.
I can believe that. I can
Look at
believe
him.
Damn
Look
it,
at the
you
people
didn't
that
make the
beat their.
salsa dip right.
Listen to him. I can believe it. Like I beat the shit out of my wife with that
You got $1
sausage.
trillion out there. If I lose my money, I'm gonna be mad too. I'm ready to mess somebody up.
Yeah, and it just so happened.
I'm drunk
And it just
too.
so happened to be. It just so happened to be the wife that made over 100 pigs in a blanket. You want to beat her up?
Mm-hmm.
Come
I
on.
can believe that.
But then, wait a minute. But then I'm gonna go. You said dark. I thought you was gonna go here with it, like I'm about to say.
I didn't go there.
We done betted. Let's see, in Louisville alone, probably millions of dollars will be bet on Sunday. But we can't help these homeless people that's out here fucked up. Okay, I'm like,
Hey.
shit, we got money for the game. But
Hold on. Hold on. Since you want to talk about homeless people, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the homeless motherfuckers here, but what I do know, whatever they're doing Sunday, they could be cleaning up their area. Okay? My mother used to call it spring cleaning. I need Sunday cleaning going on. They got these little places under the viaduct with trash. I'm like, you don't have to live like that. You don't have to live like that.
Right.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got my mama. My mama older. I got my mama. She wanted to ride through because of what she saw on the news. She couldn't believe it. She thought they staged the shit. And so we ride through it. Some motherfucker got a whole living room suite, an island for a kitchen, and all this shit on the sidewalk. And I'm like, what the fuck? They just dropped your shit here?
Wow. I asked them that they want to host a poker game over there. I mean, shit, y'all got tables and chips and shit, fuck it, But Super Bowl Sunday, I bet you any kind of money And that was, no joke. But I bet you any kind of money
Super
that
Bowl Sunday.
watch how quiet the streets are. Watch how quiet the streets are while it's on. I am not joking. I love being outside when everybody is inside.
They don't. Yeah,
It's like that. It's like that when Louisville's playing in the tip. When I moved here one day, Louisville was playing like in the Final Four.
Now hold on. Yeah, not this year. Not this year. Not this year.
Yeah.
I was like, where the fuck?
Come to the show, y'all. Listen.
I don't know if y'all knew this, especially you women. I don't know if y'all knew this.
No, but the ones that's listening right now, listen to what we talking about tonight. This is natural, y'all. We about to bring y'all the best show y'all seen in Louisville in a long time. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all. I promise y'all. Come out tonight. Come out tomorrow night, 8:00 at 21st Amendment in Germantown. We about to do it big. If we talking about this, and we just freestyling.
Yeah,
I can just imagine what we do tomorrow, man.
It's gonna be nice tomorrow night. And I can't wait to see you do your thing, Ken, as hosting the show, and it's gonna be lit here. It really is, because we're gonna bring all different styles. It's gonna make people just laugh and enjoy. And look, laughs is the best thing for the soul, especially if you're single at this time of the year.
Well, Leanne, after hearing Leanne's story, I need to hear more about that on stage. To Giselle, I need to hear more about our weed journey, and that's legalizing this marijuana after we get our cut. Kenny never been skinny. I'm hoping that you don't turn into a little Luther, but if you get bigger, you're gonna have to change that name. But if you get smaller, if you become into Kenny is so skinny, then it's gonna be a problem. And big head, light skin. Oh, yes. Every time you put on a show, and I agree to do it with you, he always talks to us like he's that that person that the school brings in to talk about drugs. Now listen, boys and girls, I don't want to listen. I don't want you to do drugs.
Well, you better make
into a public speaker.
No,
that's right.
You better make sure you don't become East End Pookie. Nope. It's all West End. You heard me? The West End, the best end.
Well, I want to say that I don't know where the fellas are, but tomorrow night the girls are getting ready to turn it straight the fuck out. Okay, there's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. All right, hey.
There's gonna be a lot of side pieces in this motherfucker.
It's gonna be some old in this motherfucker because I sold them tickets, so I know they coming.
They need to get tickets, even though there are many left. They need to get them because this.
I know Leanne's gonna have the first row for all her bitches and homies. Her men and women. Yeah, she got the first row. She's like, yeah. She walked in with that coat and fur coat. Yeah, bitches.
I do always wear a fur coat.
Yeah, and Lala.
Yeah, yeah. Listen here. Look, listen here, bitches. That's how she's coming in pimp style.
Nothing prettier to me than a female pimp. I'm just gonna call it what it is.
I love it. Bring pimping back.
That's right.
Bring pimping back.
Pimping ain't dead. The hoes just scared. We'll have to talk like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. We ain't got fur coats no more. We got 401ks now.
That's right. So y'all got serious
I had to holler at you. I had to holler at you. What you said?
I'm a hairstylist. I got 401k. I got my husband's 401k.
Hey, y'all gonna make me get off this live and go slap me a couple bitches tonight. I'm telling you.
Do it.
Yes,
Hold on.
Yeah, what she say?
Right.
Lee, what you say?
Hey, y'all. You
just
know what?
Do it. You heard me?
I got all these crazy people around here making noise and stuff. All of them drunk and all of them.
I keep them broke, looking rich.
They all broke, but they know I'm gonna be here tomorrow.
I keep them broke, looking rich. They look good.
Yeah, they don't know what they're gonna be listening tomorrow. And look, some of them been looking at me like, "What's this big head doing? Walking around this computer over in this one corner, then he's going to the other corner. It's because you motherfuckers won't shut up.
They know
Damn.
that Pinky the Black.
I can
Look,
do my podcast 3 or 4 different secret locations here.
Well, they said you should have went to the damn library. Shit.
Yeah, you know what? But you know what? Here's the thing, Weston Pookie. I used to do it on second Saturday of the month, but this is the first. I had to do it on Friday because the show's on Saturday, and I know it's many people be here on Friday night.
Well,
it's got more people here than I'm telling you the Trump rally. I'm just telling
you. So look, check this out. This is I am celebrating.
Get my coochie grab. Is it any coochie grab and Trump motherfuckers in there? I might come through. My birthday was last week.
So look, check this out.
Your birthday about to come up. You know you want your coochie grab too. Shit.
You better know it. You better know it. So check this out. Look, I am celebrating, like I said, my 44th birthday. Every year I make a bucket list for myself. It has been almost 10 years since I got on the stage for the first time ever.
Oh, wow.
10 years. I'm celebrating that. I'm celebrating 10 years as a vegan, vegetarian. And it is just like my journey. So if y'all are free March 3rd, like I said, it's a Harlem Nights birthday on me. I have a ticket for you all because we are on the show. So please come out, enjoy yourself. Yeah, eat. Leanne,
I got an entourage, girl.
Yeah, Leanne, I got a table or two for you and your bitches. So we
always
y'all feel free. Gifts. Yeah, feel free. But I will see y'all tomorrow, and I appreciate this big head. So
I really appreciate you being part of this. Let me just say before we all get out of here real quick. Make sure y'all subscribe to the BHLC podcast here on YouTube. Keep supporting what I'm doing. Keep supporting what these comedians are doing. Keep supporting if you want to see them, come out tomorrow night. $20 door, $15 in advance. And with that said, too, June the 17th, I'm doing a pre-Father's Day comedy show. My boy Ken Never Been Skinny gonna be one of the comedians. I'm hosting, and I got a lot of Father's Day jokes. I didn't turn light skin like it's for nothing. So you need to make sure I'm hosting. And
Louis the Lightning Bug.
And my King
that nigga Louis the Lightning Bug. Hear me?
And he's supporting everything we're doing. I got much love for all y'all. Because all y'all doing your own comedy, your own way, your own style. And just keep being yourself. And I appreciate y'all being part of this podcast. I'll be back second Saturday of the month next month because I won't have a comedy show then. And make sure y'all tune in. Before I go though, do y'all want to say anything? Y'all want to put y'all handle out there as far as y'all social media page and all that before y'all go? Each one of y'all?
Well, go ahead. Look, I told you I've been talking too much. Y'all go ahead.
Ladies first, always.
Leanne, you the pimp.
Yeah.
Pimp.
You can find me at Rosie Flocks on everything.
What'd you say, Leanne? Catch you
So you can find me at Rosie Flocks on everything.
And
Instagram,
on OnlyFans,
Facebook, all the things.
Okay.
I am on Facebook. I am Marie Griffith because I've been blocked so many times. Right now, I was just banned for 24 hours, so the podcast was right on time. I only was free for an hour. So on Facebook, it's Marie Griffith. On Instagram, is Ms. West End Pookie. On YouTube, is Ms. West End Pookie. I put new content up, but you can mostly find me anywhere for anything you need. I told you I do motivational comedy. I read tarot. I'm an energy reader. I like changing your mood. I do all of that. So I am all of that in one. I'm like a trail mix, just a bunch of mixed nuts. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. And you know what, Pookie? Just go ahead, Giselle. Go ahead, Giselle. You see if you've done yours yet, your handle yet, Giselle?
You can find me at G4 Shively. That's my Facebook page. And you can find me anywhere if you want to open a business, start a business, need some funding for a business, anything. Now, not no bootleg business. I mean, like, because I ain't finna get fired from this new shit fucking with nobody. Any of my cousins, none of that shit. If you legit, I'ma fuck with you. You know, I got the bag. But if you want some bullshit, you have to get somebody else. But G4 Shively on Facebook, and I think on the Insta Twitter and all that other bullshit.
Good. You know what? Check this out, y'all. I was restricted on Facebook. I've been on Facebook since 2006. This is the first time I've ever been restricted and blocked not to do lives. This has only been seen on my YouTube channel, which I'm cool with. But they restricted me for something that I put on the page. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it is real quick. because I won't be able to get back on Facebook Live till about March 5th, whenever it is. I put a meme out there, y'all, and all the meme said, and maybe I shouldn't have put it out there, but to me, I didn't think it was that aggressive. It said when a person's got a Mercedes Benz and somebody with an 800 car wrecks it to the Mercedes Benz, that makes the person with $800 car mad, and it makes me want to kill you. That's all it was. It was something like that. So they sit there.
You said kill though, man. That's that Louis. That's that Louis the light. That's the Louis the light bulb energy. That's that Louis the light bulb energy.
No. My friend, I haven't seen her in a while. She's been in the hospital, and I said, I got to come kidnap you. They blocked me for 24 hours.
See, so I'm about ready to
feel like I ain't never been blocked, or maybe I don't get on there enough to know.
Oh, okay. Well, hold up. Hold up. So what's your page so I can go ahead and report you?
No.
I feel like Wesley Cooper. Well, look, y'all, it's been real. To the people who are watching this right now, keep supporting BHLC podcast. Subscribe on YouTube.
Turn up.
I got nothing but love for all my comedians. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow night. Much love to my comedians. And let me put this up. This is much love to my side chicks. And much love to all everybody else supporting this podcast. I can't wait till tomorrow night. I keep supporting everything that this 21st Germantown's doing. Support what I'm doing, BHLC production. Much love to Leanne Cooper, Western Pookie, Gazelle, and my boy, the MC and host tomorrow, who I know is going to have some fun. Much love to you tomorrow with that mic in your hand.
Let's go, baby.
Golden light-skinned mic in your hand tomorrow night. Do your damn thing.
Y'all all right, y'all.
All right, see y'all tomorrow.
I love y'all, ladies. I love y'all.
Much love to y'all. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
You too.